How you doing, YouTube? Welcome to Development. This is my 461st weekly update. Now, elephant in the room, probably the longest break I have taken from an update in a while. Um, no, ever, for sure. I've never missed like 4 weeks in a row. And I think the first week I missed it, I think I was traveling. That was the main reason. And then after that, man, it was just like Friday nights after the gym, post on Instagram and just didn't get to it. That's just all there is. I have no legitimate excuse, but the last few weeks have been very busy, to say the least. Man, Tally Highland games came and went. Saturday was a beautiful day, and then Sunday was very rainy. We actually got shut down early, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. There was like tornado warnings and stuff. And a lot of the athletes were very unhappy. It was storming. It was rough out there. Happy to report the stones I made for it survived and looked really good on the implement they were using it for. They were doing like a mast carry. Looked really cool. And then last week that was like 2 weeks ago, I think. And then last week I did volunteered at a state record breakers event. That was fun. Um, it's just fun being a part of it, being sort of trusted to be involved. As silly as that kind of sounds, because the reality was there was just two of us loading plates. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of people, and it was only three events, so it wasn't crazy bad. But I think we ended up doing, I think the math was like 260 total attempts we loaded plates for on three different implements. And we got through it in, I want to say like 6 hours. So it was pretty cool, especially when there was only two of us loading plates. So that was pretty neat. Um, Training wise, those last couple weeks leading up to the Tally games, I think it was 1 week leading up to it, the week after that, and even last week, deadlifts of all things had been moving really well. Um, PRs abounding, so things are moving the right direction there, which is very exciting. And then this week hit a lifetime PR on press, both beltless and belted. Did a 190, just beltless, and the thing just flew up, and then hit 210 on a barbell. Never put that weight over my head in my life, and it just flew up. And I honestly think like 225 is probably there on a good day. And the numbers don't sound that great, and it's one of those things I've really really struggled with is pressing, and so to just break through a plateau like that was just awesome. Just it was just clicking, and I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna just take it and just keep running with the momentum and actually become a decent presser. I mean, the reality is now, as a lightweight, to do any kind of damage at a show, I need to be pushing at least 250 to 275. Like, that's just the reality of it, which is just crazy to think, but it is what it is. And then, oddly enough, wasn't planning. It was just an accessory press day today, and some of the other gym members were throwing around the bag, and I was like, I'll just throw the bag around a little bit too, and like everything just clicked. I was just throwing it. Every throw felt great. Looked like I was getting really good height on it. And even my training partner was just what? And I was like, I did three tonight, and they all felt amazing and looked really good. And I was just like, this is so stupid. Like, just everything just clicked. And it was one of those situations where it's like it's almost hard to be excited about it because it's just been so long. Press, most of my static moves in strongman, press and deadlift have been, deadlift's been okay. I've never like zeroed a deadlift in a show, I don't think. But press especially, and then throws have been a very 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 abusive relationship with me, and so it's just like, wow, all three of these things just clicked. Like, okay, so the plan is to ride that wave, and all three of those waves, and just go into the show in July, doing a show in Texas. The main reason I signed up was because they have Fingal's Fingers, and I've never done that event at a show before. And then the other reason is they have a max silver dollar deadlift. And last time I trained for that event, did a show probably 2 years ago, and I really, really undershot my capabilities there. I think I ended up going to like 750, and honestly, it never felt heavy once. And I'm a better deadlifter now. So in my head, I'm just like honestly, that day at that show, I felt like I could have pulled easily 850, maybe even 900. It just felt like that day. So even stronger now. Uh, I need redemption. I want to get at least 850 on like my second attempt, and then just go for broke at 900 on the silver dollar there. So that'd be a lot of fun. A good redemption run. They also have a bag toss, which would be another good redemption run if I can manage to do pretty good on that. I know the first two bags, like 25 and 30, I can. Those are no problem. 35 has been an issue, and then I think there's a 40 as well, which we'll see. Like I said, bags were clicking tonight. If I can just kind of keep that momentum and just keep running it, then we'll just go from there. You know what I mean? So yeah, um, just in the last week or two, training has been amazing. Feeling strong, feeling good. My biggest hang up right now when it comes to the comp is having to lose some weight. I'm like walking around 190 right now. And I want to get down to at least like 185, just so it's only a 10 pound cut. I'd love to like lose an actual 10 pounds. That would be just lovely because then it's only like a 5 pound cut, which is nothing. But I've got time. I'm just gonna slowly diet and hopefully get down to like 180, at least 183, something like that. Goal's 180. If I get to 183, I'll be happy because that's not a terrible cut for water. Um, and just go from there. Just need to really make sure I'm consistent with water, consistent with eating, all that kind of stuff, and then just go from there. This is my first rodeo. I've done this before, so never missed weight. So don't plan to start now, especially after almost a year off of competing. But I mean, honestly, it seems to have done me some good. Finally, everything starts clicking, and yeah. Other huge announcement and reason I've been very busy is I'm doing my own show. I'm putting on my own comp. Will Development's Psycho Circus is going to be July 6th at the Orange County Convention Center, taking place during the USA Fit Expo, which, if that name sounds unfamiliar, it is formerly the Europa. And it is going to be. The only thing I've promised people is that it's going to be a unique show, and I will die trying to make sure that it is fun, fair, and efficient. That is the only thing I can promise people. And yeah, that's going to be a fun show. If you're interested in checking it out, it's up on Iron Podium, and very unique show. It is a lottery style show. There are four events for the main show, and then a fifth, already picked tiebreaker if necessary event. And the reason it is a lottery style show is because of the four events, there are three options for each event between a press, a deadlift style, a moving event, and a stone event. And nobody knows what it's going to be until the rules meeting. During the rules meeting, we will run a lottery and pick the events for each discipline right there. So even I don't know what we're doing that day. Logistical nightmare on my end, but should be a lot of fun. And if you plan on going, show up and be ready, be strong, and be ready. And if you're not, then what's your excuse?